Well, when we were kids, we usually had homework and assignments over spring break, but apparently that trend seems to be changing.
Yeah, with just a few exceptions. Whenever the principal at Bixby High School asked his group of 70-plus teachers who assigned assignments over spring break and who gave homework, only one teacher was brave enough to raise her hand, and which she teaches might surprise you.
I used inspiration from like 1800 style photos.
Bryn Gartner is a senior at Bixby High School. She's also one of the only students there who has assignments over spring break.
It's something that I would do over spring break, even if it wasn't assigned to me.
Assignments given to her by her art teacher. Were you surprised that you were the only one that raised your hand?
Yes, I was. Go ahead and carve out more. My AP Studio Art kids are doing a college level class, basically trying to earn credit for college. And so in order to make their work more rigorous and things, I do have things that they need to complete by the end of spring break.
Julie Jankowski says there are 3 portfolios and other criteria her AP students have to meet for their college board exam, which is right around the corner. But there's another side.
I understand the annoyance of being forced to have homework over break, and it's maybe on a subject that you're not as dedicated to, or you don't like as much.
That's one of the reasons English teacher Shelby Joyner lets her students off assignment free.
I also think that breaks are really important for the kids, that they get a chance to decompress, because if I as a teacher need that break, then so do my students. And if I'm looking forward to rest and relaxation and spending time with my family, I think my students need to have that too. And they don't need to have the overwhelming impending doom of having an assignment due as soon as they get back.
And Joyner knows how students operate.
As much as we like to think that they won't wait until the very last possible second, they're going to wait until Sunday night to do it.
So what's the educational value in that? Students can be learning in other ways.
You can learn just as much from going on vacation with your family. It's just going to look a little bit different. And if I've given you a huge homework project, now I'm taking away from the opportunity that you have to go learn in a different way because you're too busy worrying about this.
I understand the importance of having a break over spring break to, refresh your mind. But I also think that if you're taking classes, these classes that you're going to use in the future, why not work on them?
And I think that there are certain circumstances where homework is required. So like if the next step is 11th grade or if the next step is college and that project needs to get done, that's a completely different scenario. When I think of homework, I think more of like a busy work situation.
I don't really call it homework. I just pretty much say, hey, you have a deadline and you can do it on your own scale, your own timeline. Some kids actually work better when they're at home alone, isolated, than when they're in a room full of kids and it's busy and nonstop.
A lot of people think, well, this is our downtime. This is time for us to relax. And for me, art is relaxing.
And a lot of interesting arguments there for both sides to make a case for both things there. So we did a Facebook poll to find out what you think. Do students' minds need to stay stimulated, or do kids need a mental break every now and then? And we had about 800 people vote in that online poll on our KJH Facebook page. 88% said no. Kids should not get assigned homework, and most people commented that a break is a break. The kids need breaks just like, adults need a mental break as well. So that poll is still up, by the way, on our KJRH Facebook page. It'll be up for the next couple of hours. So go share your thoughts on there. Should kids be assigned homework and assignments over spring break? Hot topic.
Certainly is.
These days among kids and parents and teachers. So.
I actually remember getting homework during breaks and, completing it on the plane going to wherever,
Well, yeah, and that was that one teacher's point. A lot of kids have to cram it in between.
Because it's vacation time for family and stuff like that. So that is, it's very much up in the air.
Hot topic.